Facebook is ending fact-checking, as Mark Zuckerberg announced, apparently while entering his Gen Z era.
The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech.
Today in damn near instant karma news, remember yesterday when Fart Zuckerberg said this?
It's time to get back to our roots around free expression on Facebook and Instagram. We're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes, similar to X, starting in the US.
Well, it turns out that backfired quicker than it takes Donald Trump to say or do something stupid. Because one day after Facebook, Meta, and Mark Zuckerberg dropped their fact checkers, the site was flooded with a flurry of fake headlines, including one that Zuckerberg himself was dead. Which is, of course, untrue. Zuckerberg, unlike his sense of style in this picture here, is very much alive. And before we dive into these hilarious fake stories that are popping up all over Facebook, more so than they usually do, here's just a quick refresher of Zuckerberg's brilliant idea.
After Trump first got elected in 2016, the legacy media wrote non-stop about how misinformation was a threat to democracy. We tried in good faith to address those concerns without becoming the arbiters of truth. But the fact-checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US. We're also going to tune our content filters to require much higher confidence before taking down content. The reality is that this is a trade-off. It means we're going to catch less bad stuff, but we'll also reduce the number of innocent people's posts and accounts that we accidentally take down. We're going to move our trust and safety and content moderation teams out of California, and our US-based content review is going to be based in Texas. As we work to promote free expression, I think that it will help us build trust to do this work in places where there is less concern about the bias of our teams.
And all of that led to stories like this, with one headline shared on X reading, Mark Zuckerberg at 36 says social media sites should not fact-check posts. With this Twitter account, The Chaser, posting, Meta CEO and dog Mark Zuckerberg has said that his platform don't need fact-checkers. So to celebrate this win for free speech, we wanted to relive his best quotes. With this one saying, I killed Jeffrey Epstein, but still miss him every day. Mark Zuckerberg 2023. Some other notable mentions from that article. I ate my twin in the womb during the third trimester. Mark Zuckerberg 2013. Sometimes I pissed my pants because I love the smell. Apparently Zuckerberg said during his wedding vows, I called animal control on Bluey. I want that little put down. I once tried to sell a baby on Facebook Marketplace. I double parked in disabled parking spots because I think it's funny to watch them struggle in regular spots. And the best meal of my life was a slice of urinal cake that was left sitting out in a public bathroom. And I'll share the link to that hilarious article in the description down below, but trust me, it gets even better with the ones that were actually posted on Facebook itself. Like this story, Mark Zuckerberg, recipient of world's first rat penis transplant, announces Meta will stop fact-checking, read one headline shared on Facebook from The Hard Times News. Meanwhile, hosts of The Daily Show mocked the GOP for Mark Zuckerberg, saying that Republicans don't rely on facts. Which, fun fact, is a fact.
First of all, is this just what Mark Zuckerberg looks like now? I guess someone got the Kendrick Lamar album for Hanukkah. I gotta say, though, saying we realized relying on facts was discriminating against our Republican users is kind of a big diss to conservatives. It's like saying, sorry, our no skid mark policy was singling out Greg. All underwear stains are welcome.
And look, I genuinely think this is hilarious, and for all intents and purposes it is. But we also have to recognize that, A, this is not the first time this type of insanity has happened on Facebook itself, and based on what happened previously, this could have very catastrophic consequences.
And now to Facebook boss Mark Zuckerberg. He is firing back against accusations that fake stories on the site influenced the election. He insists they did not, but is vowing to take action against them. And Becky Worley joins us. So, Becky, tell us what types of stories we're talking about that we're seeing in the days leading up to the election.
Really inflammatory stories, ones that are outright lies or super misleading headlines, Amy. Take this one that said FBI agents suspected in Hillary email leaks found dead. That's a fake story. Then there's this one that said Donald Trump had lost the support of the police unions when he had merely been chided by one of the union executives. A study by BuzzFeed showed top left-wing sites published false or misleading stories about 19% of the time, but top right-wing conservative sites published almost twice as many hoax stories at 38%.
Yeah, that report was from 8 years ago. So welcome all to the MAGA millennium of mistruth. As if objective reality wasn't something we needed to fight for already, now we're all together barreling towards the ocean floor on a sinking ship on a flat earth because truth doesn't matter anymore. But hey, at least we have funny memes to look at as we all slowly dive to our own impending doom. Yay! But anyway, if you do value objective reality and want to stay informed with actual facts, then maybe consider dropping a like on this video and subscribing to the Really American channel, where we will continue to bring you the incredibly real stories that you need to know about. For Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse. I'll see you guys in the next one.